Year 2000, the turn of the millennium. Perhaps one of the most pivotal moments in contemporary history. Not because of Gladiator by Ridley Scott or the rise of fashion icons like Victoria Beckham. Not even because somewhere in Madrid I was being born. No, in the year 2000, as the rhythm of Samba do Brazil echoed through the air, a name began to rise. Ronaldinho.
Es absolutamente de malabarista.
A young, dazzling talent, a promise that would soon carve his name into the very heart of football, achieving feats so extraordinary they seemed almost impossible to dream of. And although barely anyone can compare to a legend like Ronnie, the truth is that we all have more in common with him than we imagine. We live in a world where more always means more, and more is always better. More speed, more goals, more achievements, more ambition, more. And in the midst of it all, we often forget about the things that cannot be seen, the intangible, the immeasurable, those little things that are almost too small to touch. Dreams. When I was a kid, my dreams were nothing like the chaos that surrounds me today.
Yo quiero que cuando Simón Porte y Akemus vea esto, diga que hijos de puta, ¿sabes? ¿Puedes hacer un screen recording de cómo queda el look and feel?
They were more like simple moments of everyday life. Mornings spent surfing with my dad before school, where honestly in my mind, I felt like Kelly Slater. Or weekends dedicated to recording and editing vlogs, not knowing that one day, from some corner around Burgos, the person who would become my best friend and partner, Alex, would be watching.
What's up, guys?
Wait, guys, are you there?
Back then, in the innocence of a child's heart, I could be anything. Surfer, vlogger, and even at times, a frustrated singer. And somewhere in Porto Alegre, in the heart of southern Brazil, Ronaldinho's Joga Bonito was never just about a ball at his feet. His dreams were painted in vibrant colors, moving in sync with the primary symphony, the rhythm of the drums. Because this music is not just sound, it's identity, passion, family, roots. It's the essence of everything that shapes our inner child. The parts of us we often forget as we grow. It's that place where we always wish we could go back to. And for this campaign, we dove into a side of Ronaldinho few ever saw. A side that transported him back to the pure, untainted joy. So, to the 8-year-old version of himself, who could have never dreamed what laid ahead. This is a kid's dream.
Bruno Casanovas, the not-so-ordinary life of a creative director.
Why we did the collaboration, no? You know what? Maybe here we could put an extract of the podcast I did with Ben Francis, CEO of Gymshark, and basically one of my fucking idols. And I showed him the video. I got goosebumps a minute after hearing him speak, because he described, without me saying a thing, word by word, what I had told my team and what I had fucking insisted with over and over and over again to everyone I worked with.
Nude is really interesting because it's one of the few brands that really brings a genuine fun personality into apparel and into fashion. Now, people would probably think, why on earth would you do a collaboration with Ronaldinho? Think about Ronaldinho's personality when he played football, right? It wasn't just the I am going to do the A to B and, pass the ball and score the goals and do what I'm required to do. The personality that he brought into football through all the crazy skills that he would do.
Joga bonito.
Yeah, it's incredible. And I think it's interesting because if Nude was a footballer, it would be Ronaldinho. Because it's that fun, exciting, the sort of the joy of the game, the joy of the apparel and fashion and the product that you're building. So even though it seems a bit bonkers, weirdly it makes perfect sense. So I think it's brilliant.
Creo que el nexo tan bonito que tenemos nosotros y Ronaldinho es la actitud, que cuando hablamos de buscar la magia, cuando hablamos de ser real, cuando hablamos de sin miedo al éxito, si tuviese que hablar de una persona que plasma estos atributos de mejor manera, me costaría pensar en alguien que sea mejor que Ronaldinho. Volvamos a las raíces de Ronaldinho, vamos a ver quién era esta persona y a qué quería aspirar.
So, we had to send the 18 to Brazil.
¿Por qué estamos aquí entonces, en esta cola?
Ana, producer.
Para pedir las maletas que no han llegado.
con la ropa de producto.
Tú qué cagada. Mateo, art director. Chill. Chill, but very chill guy. Maybe I think too chill.
Nos hemos dado cuenta que yo desde que nací, al parecer, como que entiendo brasileño. Me dijo la chica, la azafata, siguiente. ¿Sabes qué quería decir? Siguiente. No lo entendí.
Indy, my assistant, she's Brazilian. We needed her. What can I say about Maria? Problem solver, solution maker, stress taker. I remember I got an audio from her, like it was like a 2-minute audio. When I seen 2-minute audio from Maria, I'm like, oof, this is scary, I don't want to listen.
Pero las maletas no han llegado. Se han perdido todas. Parece que están en Madrid y las tienen localizadas en Madrid. Cada shooting es un show diferente.
Sí, pero no al otro lado del Atlántico.
Ya.
Vale. Siempre pasan estas cosas, siempre se
Van a llegar.
solucionan.
When you think about what it's like to organize a shooting in 2 weeks in Brazil, when you've never been to Brazil, work with people you've never worked before, but you're doing a campaign with Ronaldinho, which is one of the biggest artists in the world. Fuck.
Ronaldo es un tío súper familiar, súper humilde, súper tranquilo, le gusta estar en casa, entonces si lo hacemos sentir en casa, será que no está trabajando.
Mateo, hola. Nude Project.
Encantado, Coco.
This collaboration was supposed to come out, I think, in September of last year. And it was just like, there was one piece in particular, which is like the full leather set. It was so complicated to get right.
Esta es la chaqueta, el set.
Then the inside, if you open it up, there's like a whole print of like his neighborhood town in the inside. And we tried that 3 times over. Fuck.
Tu trayectoria terminando en Nude Project 2021.
We wanted to bring a different side of Ronnie. Not as many people know. Before he would play any games in Barcelona and Milan, the night before, he'd have to go play music to keep his mind at peace and able to be able to perform the next day. So that was a secret mind trick that maybe not many people know, but this guy loved music as much as he loved football.
Nude Project, Ronaldinho, cena 1, tomada 1, take 1.
Esto hay que matizarlo un poco, pero sí que replicar el concepto de X Factor y crear nuestro propio X Factor con un toque más nostálgico, un toque más retro para que el look and feel sea más un proyecto. Aquí la idea es tener un primer concursante que sea un desastre.
Action, Pedro, whenever you want.
1, 2, testando.
Devia ter tirado mais fotos, às vezes que pude, devia ter te dado
Thank you. Next.
Sale cartela del talent show y entra el siguiente concursante, que es Ronaldo da Assis Moreira.
Entonces el jurado se queda flipando y le preguntan, oye, ¿me suenas de algo?
Man, do I know you from somewhere?
Se hace así con los hombros y en ese momento cambia la luz y el tío ya está tocando el tambor como un animal que lo hace increíble.
When you talk about the collection, one of the things that comes up to mind is Joga Bonito. Free act of playing in a field, whether it's music, and just rather more than how it looks like and what the results are, it's about a feeling, it's about an emotion, it's about a form of expression.
Onde você for, lá pra mim já é. Irei, se você quiser, a saudade é dor. Volta meu amor, assim. E bate bicha, onde você for, lá pra mim já é.
When I think Joga Bonito and I think Ronaldinho, I think that is a person that has been able to maintain that inner child with him throughout his career, and when you see him play in a soccer pitch, he's still that same child we were all were when we were 4 or 5. It's still genuine, it's still magic, it's still a smile. Still, he's kept it inside of him.
Pedazo de jugador, que le den 2, no un balón de oro, que le den 2. Donarà la volta al món al gol del nano. Ronaldinho Gaucho.
Coco iba diciendo, eres mi Dios, eres mi Dios. Y Ronaldinho ha dicho, pues dame un beso, y se lo ha dado.
Solo te quiero decir que tienes un equipo, tío, que cuídalo muy bien, porque en cualquier momento te lo reviento. Más que se han portado, tío. Han currado como auténticas bestias y han hecho que esto fuera la casa de Ronaldo. Y eso, créeme que no se consigue fácil.
Él dijo que está grabado, oye, esto no es trabajo, esto es diversión.
Es para vosotros el aplauso, muchas gracias por todo. Ha sido increíble.
Igual, no he estado tan eufórico en tanto tiempo, ¿sabes? Viendo a Ronnie y tal. Ahora mismo los únicos que sabemos que no conocemos Ronaldinho somos nosotros, los únicos que sabemos lo especial que es y todo lo que simboliza y la importancia que tiene para nuestra marca es nosotros.
Lo que se ha grabado es muy bonito y solo queda haberlo montado.
Enhorabuena, chicos, esto es brutal. Brutal.
Gracias. Estamos muy contentos, muchas gracias.
What would I say to a 8-year-old Bruno? It's gonna sound very cliche, I think, but I would tell him to be you. I think as a kid, I grew up flawed with like many insecurities. I think like we all do, but I had many insecurities about being my whole self with everyone, with showing people sides of my emotion that I thought were more private to me, like the more funny aspect to me, the crazy shit I say. I'd always kind of hide that from the world when I was younger because I was scared I would get judged by it. And I think now going back to where I am right now and how I feel fucking comfortable by myself. I would definitely tell them to be you, and be real to yourself, because that's the only thing that you're gonna be able to be at peace with when it all goes down, when eventually one day we all die. Like, oh, I was me 100% of the fucking time. And there's not one thing I regret, because when you're you chase what you want to do, and you're not living your life for other people's sake. You're living life for what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and to be at peace with yourself.
A ver, ¿cómo salirá? ¿Ya?
Another version of me